الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه المنتجبين وعلى آله وصحبه وأزواجه وذريته أجمعين. Western societies, modern Western societies, claim that they believe in equality. Societies based on equality, the men are equal, irrespective of their social status, their wealth, their ethnic origins. Men and women are equal, or at least they should be equal, or should be considered equal. And social hierarchy in words like patriarchy are considered derogatory terms in a sense. And generally, modern Western societies, in societies which follow their path, consider themselves to be superior to traditional societies. Traditional Western societies as well as non-Western societies, because of the fact that the traditional societies were hierarchical societies, while the Western society or the modern societies are aimed to be equal societies, non-hierarchical societies. They believe in equality. Equality, generally the moral worth, equality, political equality, so one vote, equality before the law. So these are some examples. Is supposed to be characteristics of modern Western societies which differentiate them from traditional Western as well as non-Western societies. And when you point towards obvious inequalities within Western societies, what you normally get as an answer is that those inequalities are practical shortcomings. So in theory, at least, in belief, at least, we believe in social, moral equality, even sort of equality in wealth, although that is a bit of at least equality of opportunity. And the existing inequalities are not because of, but despite our modernity. Is that true? I think there is a basic fundamental flaw in this explanation. And the flaw is this. When you say that modern societies are based on equality, you're telling only half a story. In what way, though? And here's the important thing. If you compare, for example, Western societies with Islamic societies, the ideals of Islam, for example, Western and Islamic society both are based on equality. So many, or I won't say all societies, but many societies believe in equality. But the equality they talk about is formal equality. And those formal equalities are used to structure social, substantial social and non-social inequality. So there's no opposition between equality and inequality. That's the false dichotomy which was creates in order to blind others and themselves with their self-praise. So Western societies are equal society in the formal, but those formal equalities are used or are the means to structure substantial inequalities. So Western societies are also hierarchical society. You can't have a society without hierarchy. Uh, if you have substantial equality, there can't be substantial. If you have substantial equality, there won't be any society as such. So every society is by definition human society, as far as we know, are hierarchical society. The difference is what are the principles or basis on which you structure those inequalities. So, for example, Islam and the West both believe in formal equalities. But those formal equalities are the means to structure substantial inequalities. The difference is that the basis of formal equality, or the values on which the formal equalities are based, are different. For example, in modern society, the basic value on which formal equality is based is freedom. So because every men and women are free, and they are equally free. So that's why formally there's no difference between, Joe Biden or Sunak or Starmer or Albanese or Nawaz Sharif or whoever, or Imran Khan, because they're all equally free. But this equal freedom is used to structure substantial inequalities. So, for example, Jeff Bezos, whatever he's called, is equal to any other American, formally speaking, but he is unequal because he has more money. He can buy justice system. He can protect himself through, security and all those. On the other hand, in Islamic society, the basic value is the fact that everybody is a bondsman or an woman of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this basic value, as against freedom, is used to structure substantial inequalities. So, although all Muslims are equal, and all humans are equal because we are all bondsmen and women of God, and in that aspect we are equal. But the substantial inequalities are based on the fact that how much you inculcate that bondsmanship. So, for example, uh, um, person in Muslim society, in the time of the Prophet, not everybody was equal to Abu Bakr Siddiq or Ali, because they had inculcated this value to a higher extent. Similarly, you are not equal to Bozo because he has inculcated this freedom, whose concrete form is capital or money, more successfully than other Americans, for example. So what I wanted to say was, this dichotomy between inequality and equality and hierarchy, and inequality and equality is misplaced, and it is just gaslighting. The real thing is the equalities in all systems, formal equalities, are used to structure substantial inequality. The difference is that in different system, the basic value on the basis of which everybody is equal formally but unequal substantially is different, for example. Okay.